their own personal numbers, that if the person is okay with it, to that licensed psychologist or that place where they can go get that help. So I carry several cards with me, all the events for counselor at Ozark. She was a counselor at Ozark. She just started her own practice, and she is focusing on mainly LGBT. And so if somebody approaches me and says they don't feel safe with their counselor, I'm able to refer them over to this person, and we have partnered with each other. I don't think there is a one end-all, be-all, one process. As of right now, we are taking it case by case. So if somebody approaches me for state-issued ID, it's going to be a different process than for a primary care doctor that is safe to go to, because they are either have different medical beliefs or history that you would normally see, or they just don't feel comfortable with their primary care. I switched over to somebody because I didn't feel comfortable with my primary care doctor. And it's just one of those, it is, as of right now, we're small enough, it is going to be case by case. And I believe whenever we transition to that nonprofit status, and we go through the process of creating all of those guidelines, we're going to have a more, not necessarily rigid, but a more established guideline. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I saw the back to school bash on your site. Is there a place on the site that lists out like the other events that you guys are doing?
Yes, as soon as we schedule events and for the venues, where it's going to be under the event portion. Our biggest one that we're focusing on right now is our back to school bash. We're gonna have 6 bands, food trucks, vendors, and local vendors and artists that have expressed their physical art at our art nights, where we have them come in, set up a booth, we take care of the licensing and they sell their stuff for donations. But we're having them set up in the back room so that they can sell their stuff.
And where's the bash taking place?
The back to school bash is going to be at the ROCC, which is 1402 South Main.
Okay. And then if you had an ideal partner or sponsor, what are you looking for? Tell us specifically what are the needs that you have from people.
What are the needs that we have? Monetary is always fantastic, but we need to have a partner that helps promote, helps get the name out there, because we can only do so much on our page, on our personal pages. We need the traction. We need people to hear our voice. We need like-minded individuals and companies, corporations to support us in our endeavors. Whether it be share something on your social media sites, or if you run into somebody and mental health comes up, mention, oh hey, the Not Permitted Project. It's a year-old established company and organization, and they're doing interesting, different things in the community that we do normally see. You should go check them out. And as simple as even sitting down, having a conversation, seeing how we can help each other.
So for example, like with your back to school bash, do you need volunteers like for setup and cleanup and all the different pieces of
Yeah.
putting this
So last year, that was a huge deal. We needed help setting up, tearing down. Luckily this year we have repeat people who are coming back. They enjoyed it so much last year that they're coming up to set up and tear down this year. I guess I could use, if anybody has connections, traffic cones and just the plastic vinyl fencing that you see like green and orange rolls to help section off where the food trucks are going to be. And caution tape. Always like caution tape for our events. We're very liability oriented. So I always go through like the week before and I'm always like, that could fall, how to make that not fall? Or how do we keep traffic from coming in this way? Let's go ahead and get everything situated so everybody can be safe and not having to worry about cars, about things falling, about other stuff.
Remind me before you leave, we have a connection with that.
Cool, awesome.
Any other questions? All right, well, good job, thank you.